back. Joining us now to talk about how you can help keep Buffalo clean and get a workout in is Jenna from Green Together Western New York Coalition and Dennis from Urban Run Series. Thanks so much for coming in today, you two.
Well, thank you.
Of course. Well, you know what? I'll start with you, Dennis. Tell us about Urban Run Series and what your mission is.
Well, Urban Run Series, we're in our 8th year hosting group runs in Buffalo. We host them out of Flying Bison, Kohl's, all over the city. And our mission is to get people active through running and engaging community as they become physically active.
Nice.
So,
alrighty, Jenna, let's talk about the work Green Together Western New York Coalition does.
Yes, and happy Earth Day.
Happy Earth Day.
Green Together Western New York is a collaborative of our wonderful environmental groups that we have in our area, Waterkeeper, Niagara River Greenway, Trash Mob, so many great organizations, a lot of grassroots organizations as well, all coming together to really try to combine our efforts to build awareness amongst all our groups, to really have that team partnership to build environmental voices and call to actions and to get people really feeling that they can make a difference around these issues. I work at Roswell Park. I work in the Department of Health Behavior, and I work in tobacco control. And one of the main causes of litter and pollution are cigarette butts.
And that is why you brought this lovely,
very
delicious-looking visual for us.
Yes. But you know what? It really does show and illustrate this is what happens.
Yeah, this is what our waterways look like.
Right. They leach into our water. They leach into our soil. 4.5 trillion with a T cigarette butts are discarded every year.
Wow.
And and people just don't think about it. They think they're paper. They look like paper, but there's actually plastic inside of the filters. And that's why they take so long to biodegrade and break down.
Well, we're talking about an upcoming plogging event. So first, I would like one of you to explain to our viewers that might not know what plogging actually is.
all right. Well, plogging is an activity where you actually run or walk and pick up trash along the route. And it started in Sweden in 2016, and it's the term plogging comes from the Swedish term plocka, which means walking and picking up.
Okay.
So that's where it came from. And it's been in the United States probably since 2018, and we were one of the first organizations to host plogging runs in the U.S. out of Buffalo. So.
Very, very cool. So let's talk about the upcoming plogging event.
Well, our first one of the year is out of the Buffalo Marathon, which is the weekend of May 24th. And on that Saturday, we were hosting a plogging run at 11 o'clock through the downtown Buffalo. And it's open to anybody that would like to participate. We encourage all runners, families, people to come. But what's more important about it, it's a way to experience the marathon weekend for nothing. So, yeah, no charge.
Yeah, which is great. And, you know, it's a time to be involved. Hopefully, we're having a very rainy April, but hopefully May will bring that sunshine and flowers, and it'll be a great day to be outside and taking care of our city.
Yes.
And I know that there's also going to be a really fun after party
Yes.
for all of your hard work of, you know, walking and picking up trash around the city. Tell us about that.
So that'll be at the convention center, and that's a post-marathon party, and that's a huge event where all the runners and participants go to the Buffalo Convention Center and celebrate the running the marathon and then the half marathon, plugging, so all the events at once, and you kind of go over there and participate with stuff, and it'll be fun this year. There's live music and all sorts of stuff. So
now, obviously, with the marathons happening, what type of day is the actual plogging event?
Is on the Saturday of the weekend.
Okay.
At 11 o'clock, and you can actually sign up online or show up in person and sign up. And we start in front of the convention center, and then we have a 2-mile run that Jenna hosts where we focus on cigarette butts and small litter, and then I'll take a group out for a 3-mile run, and we usually run along part of the marathon route along the waterfront.
The first time you did it, were you surprised of how much trash and cigarettes you collected?
I'll let you take it.
Yeah, well, actually sort of how this barrage of litter in the environment concern started. When I started my work at Roswell Park, building awareness about cigarette butt litter, I started talking to Dennis about it, and then through his runs, they really started noticing once you start looking down and you start noticing these things, you can't unsee them. So really encourage people to come out for the marathon or any of the other plogging events or any cleanup, right? There's so many happening this weekend, because once you do that, you really get this new sense of really what
What it
is
means
happening to
take
the
care-
environment
yeah.
and how we all need to really care about it and make a difference.
Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for
Oh,
coming
no, our
in and
pleasure.
sharing more
Thank you.
about this. Viewers, if you'd like to register for free to help clean up our city and keep it clean during the Buffalo Marathon weekend, you can visit buffalomarathon.org. Thanks again for coming in, you two.
Our pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.